taught us to be kind, but it doesn't seem to matter. It doesn't seem to matter. What they taught us doesn't matter anymore.
Hello, Leamington. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm Jan Hall from Folk Roots Radio. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to the wonderfully renovated Bank Theatre. Isn't it beautiful?
Let John do the stairs, and then we'll, once I get the go-ahead, then I'm not going to hurt anybody. You good, John? All right, awesome. Okay, yeah, so this first one is actually probably the first song I ever went start to finish with, and it happened basically when I was going out to meet some people, and they didn't show. So I ended up with some time to think about some things and the state of life and all that. Kind of came to a bit of a realization. So this is called Someone.
Walk by the river, bathed in the smell of summer rain, and of all the flowers that it feeds. The one that walks along the it must be said that sometimes he forgets that he needs someone. These days go by in their unremarkable fashion, the phantoms of what might have been. And oh, this emptiness, well, it feels like missing someone I've never met. Feels like a silent scream. Oh, I need someone, someone. Yeah, I need someone, need someone to walk with. Somehow, somewhere deep inside, I've gotta keep on playing my song. I've gotta keep on with fighting a good fight, and I'll do what I can. Work on being a better man for the day when I find some peace of mind and someone. Yeah, I need someone. I'll find someone to walk with me. Will I find someone? Oh, someone. Find someone, find someone, find someone, find someone, find someone. walk with me. Now I found someone to walk with me.
Thank you. This next one actually probably was inspired before the first one, but I wrote it after. This was kind of a moment of clarity, I guess. Ended up taking a trip. Actually, I took a trip. Juice is here somewhere. My best friend, my best man, there he is. Ended up taking a trip to Dominican Republic at some point, and I put my feet in the ocean for the first time at night when we landed, and it kind of stuck with me. So this is called Let It All Go. This is that vibey one, John, if you can help me. There it is. Thank you, sir.
Lay back and breathe. Lay back and breathe. You know my feet feel the ocean for the first time tonight, and hearing the sand under the stars. I'll let the pulse of this world, I'll let it silence my mind. I'll just let it all go in this ebb and flow. I'll just let it all in this ebb and flow. Let it go, let it go. Lay back and breathe. Lay back and we'll see that life is all too fleeting, and that experience will come and go. Oh, but what's troubling you right now, be sure isn't something from your past. No, it's you attached to what you think you know. So just let it all go in this ebb and flow. You can let it all go in this ebb and flow. And I know that we've all become so damn good at just hanging on. When all we really need to do is just step outside of ourselves for a minute, let it be bygone. And we can let it all, oh, in this ebb and flow. We can let it all, oh, in this ebb and flow. Let it go, let it go. Bliss is not around that corner. No, 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 it's been all around you all the while. Thank you. Thanks. I'm stooping. Shouldn't act like I'm shorter than I am. This is gonna be my last one. As per the 3-song set format, this is the most recent song I've written, actually. So this is good because this song is inspired and was written a little bit more recently in life. So, anybody long-term relationship at some point, or sorry, long-distance relationship at any point? I'm sure long-term, yeah. Hopefully, me too. But if you've been in a long-distance relationship, you know what that's like. And sometimes it can be lots of alone time. And so, thank goodness for smartphones these days, because you can just yell at it to start a recorder when a song idea pops up, and it doesn't. So, this is called Drive. But a year and change ago, I sang this to my wife at our wedding. On this long drive, my own thoughts, my only passengers. Mile by mile, I have found the time to realize that it's been a long while since I felt my life leading up to a moment. I'll indicate, I'll switch lanes, and I'll keep going on to read and drive between the lines. But when I've almost reached my destination, will I be nervous? I don't want to end up lost in your eyes. Said when I'll have almost reached my destination, will I be nervous? I don't want to end up lost in your smile. But I'll drive mile after mile through the dark. I'll drive mile after mile just to see your light. I'll drive mile after mile after mile just to be only you and me tonight, to you and me tonight. Yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, oh, now it's true there have been times in the past when I may have let fear get the best of my mind. But this time I will face it. I Yes, I'll race through the dark on to wind up in your life. Now I've almost reached my destination. I'm feeling nervous, I don't want to end up lost in your arms. Yes, I've almost reached my destination. I'm feeling nervous, I don't want to end up lost in your smile. But I'll drive mile after mile through the dark. I'll drive mile after mile just to see your light. I'll drive mile after mile after mile just to be only you and me tonight. I'll drive mile after mile after mile. I'll drive mile after mile just to see your light. I'll drive mile after mile after mile just to be only you and me tonight. You and me tonight. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great night.
Everybody having fun out there tonight?
Check. Vocal up maybe here. There. Check. How's everybody doing? It's great. Hey, go ahead. Sorry, John.
So it's always my great pleasure to welcome John Garib onto stage. He's one of those people that has been making music all his life, a stalwart of the music scene in Windsor, Essex. And I always love it, when people, send you a bio that says, well, I've been playing since I was 15, but then, life got in the way a little bit. He played in several bands in Windsor over the years. During the 70s, I think you were doing pretty good. You were really moving along. And then family kind of came along, and then, he kind of had to focus his life in other areas. Well, the good news is that he is back writing songs, and he's got a new album out. It's entitled This Nowhere Road. And it has Dale Butler on and Jeff Wilkinson, who is going to be backing up John on mandolin and guitar tonight. We also have Jeff's son Keith playing bass, and he's a pretty cool bass player, so he's going to be joining them a little later. But it's a cool CD. You'll be able to get it at the concession desk. And John was telling me before that I think, was it 3 years ago that you ended up running into the concussion issue?
About 5 years.
5 years, yeah. So Jeff had run into a concussion problem, and it's always a challenge. You develop a health issue, and you have to work around it. Well, the good news is that John is working around it. He's still writing songs. He writes great songs. I'm sure he'll be singing some new ones for us tonight from the album. Remember, the album is at the concession desk. If you like what you've heard, please consider supporting the artist and picking up the album tonight. He'll even sign it for you, won't you?
Sure.
So let's give it up. Dale's Friday Coffee House, a special welcome from John Garib.
So, all right, here we go. So, when I was younger, I used to hang around these old guys, and I used to like to hear them talk and tell their tales, and they had some great stories, and there are some great storytellers, which seems to be going by the wayside these days. Not too many storytellers around, but sometimes the best stories come from the most unexpected sources. I was up in northern Michigan one time, and I ran into this old guy in a bar there, and I wrote this song called Low Down and Simple. Sinful. Sorry, you got me saying simple. Low down and sinful.
Mine's messed with for free.
All right. Up one time in Helm, broke down and trod, walked into the old one night. There's no one else there with, so I sat to his right, bound by a trust we shared. Lived his life from a bottle, and he never changed his ways. Low down and sinful he was. How many drinks does it take to forget it all instead? How many nights do we erase those voices in your head? Say when he was young, they took on 5 at once. Left him beating bloody, he did. He lived down by the river, and he brought me down here with him. Proud to have been I was. How many drinks does it take to forget it all instead? How many nights to erase those voices in your head? So I was down there with him, smiling ear to ear, as we slung a jug to the shoulders and talked the stories he could tell you, and laugh from his gut. Glad to have lived once, he was. How many drinks does it take to forget it all instead? How many nights to erase those demons in your head? I'll sometimes sit and miss him, though I only knew him once. Raise a glass to the heavens and him. He drew his breath from a bottle, and he never asked for nothing. Low down and sinful. Yeah, low down and sinful. He was. Thank you.
We're going to change over to the guitar here.
We have joining us now is Jeff's son Keith. Everybody give him a nice warm welcome, please. There it is. I feel like Captain Kangaroo with all these pockets, eh?
You can bring it down in the monitor. Thank you.
All set?
Yep.
All set. So these old guys I used to sit with used to tell me, boy, say what you mean and mean what you say. I wish some of the politicians these days would take that advice. It just seems that there's an awful lot of lying and half-truths and promises unkept these days. And I don't know about you guys, but I've had enough. And that's what this song's about. It's called Enough. I'm not angry with the choices that you've made. It's something I could never do. I can't tell you if it's wrong or if it's right, as long as it feels right to you. I've had enough. The light's still on in the kitchen, and the banshee's on the prowl. Got your finger on a trigger and it's itching. I've had enough. I'm not bothered that they've trampled on our rights. That piggyback another bill, as every session's about as useful as the blight, just as long as the rich can get their fill. I've had enough, but my arms pinned at my side, just drifting with the tide, saying things aren't quite as bad as we make them out to be. I've had enough. Won't find me at the polls while the seat is still in full. I refuse to dig that hole any deeper than it is. 'Cause I've had enough. I've had enough. The taxes, taxing the taxes. There's nothing on the shelf. As the user fees and refugees won't leave much for nothing else. I've had enough. Gotta put my hand to pen. Gotta walk upright again. Gotta organize, gotta scrutinize, gotta take it on myself. I've had enough. Thank you. Thank you. Those darn politicians. All riled up all the time. All right. I'll set you guys. Should we tell them about this one too, Jeff?
Let's make them guess.
No, we can't tell you about all the songs. It's kind of like giving you a book to read and then telling you what the ending is before you start reading it. So.
You'll have to buy the CD. Remember, if you like what you hear up here, his name is John Garibon. If you don't like what you hear, it's Alex Lazier.
All right, so let's give you a clue on this one. It's called Feet of Clay. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Promised myself I wouldn't do this to you. Guess I'll just let you down. Lately I've been keeping all this pain locked inside myself. I don't know why I do these things, just running through my veins. That's not that often I feel such relief since I've donned these feet of clay. Don't know why. Don't know why I feel this way. I lurk here in the shadows and I curse the morning light. There's nothing else that matters and there's just no end in sight. Don't know why I can't move these feet of clay. I lurk here in the shadows and I curse the morning light. There's nothing else that matters and there's just no end in sight. I promised myself a better ending. I used to think that you'd be there. Lately I've got so much. I'm still breathing, still there. I don't know why I think the things I do. Those ghosts would go away. I've got these things that keep me feeling like I do. There's not much left to say. Don't know why I can't lift these feet of clay. I lurk here in the shadows and I curse the morning light. My soul's been shred to tatters and I can't do much that's right. I used to be Sir Galahad, I used to seek the light. I used to be your everyday, but now I walk the night with feet of clay. With feet of clay. With feet of clay. Thank you. Awesome, thank you very much.
That's John Garibon, everybody. Wow, wasn't that wonderful? So remember, John's new CD is entitled This Nowhere Road, and you can find it at the concession desk. So thanks very much. John Garibon with Jeff Wilkinson, and on bass, we've got Keith Wilkinson. Get used to those guys, because you might see them a little later. Thank you very much. It's an I'm so pleased to welcome back to the Bank Theatre stage Jackie Caderet as Lady J. Mack. Now, when I first heard Jackie sing, I was blown away. Fabulous voice. And Jackie was just mentioning, I don't know whether Francine Honey is in the house. I know I saw her earlier. But Francine brought Verlin Thompson up from Nashville for a wonderful evening of his music and stories, and also a workshop with some local singer-songwriters, an opportunity to work on their performance, which was kind of cool. I mean, it's, you know, it's great to go to, you know, songwriting workshops and stuff, but actually getting a workshop where people help you refine what you do on stage is kind of cool. And I want to thank Francine again for bringing Verlin up. It was a fabulous show, and I know from everybody I've talked to, it was a wonderful weekend for the performers. Jackie was one of the people that were there. She's a fabulous, fabulous singer, so incredible bluesy voice, joined by the inimitable Denny Bastarash on guitar. You know, I heard that apparently Denny sleeps with the guitar and his wife gets a little fed up with it, but he is, you know, you give him a guitar and he just can't wait to play, so he has fun. He's on stage with Jackie tonight under the stage name Lady J. Mack. Let's give it up. Dale's Friday Coffee House, Lady J. Mack.
Before I get into this song, having learned from Verlin, you kind of got to set the story. So this story began my very first song. The songwriters were like, write about what you know. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Like, there's so many things to write about. Some you really don't want to say.
Took me a while to figure out what I know.
But anyway, I was sitting around a campfire with some girlfriends. And that was the birth of this song. And I have quite a number of those girlfriends in the house with me today. Feel free to sing along. Campfire girls, we're smoky and hot. Gotta love our laughter and the fun we brought. Radiating heat, adding to all the fun. Well, ain't no reason to fight. Campfire girls, it's a party tonight. Janice made the taco dip and Jody brought the chips. Livy is a lively dancing, shaking her hips. Caroline is jiving, Trish is pouring the wine, and Barbie's smiling all the while, and Linda's feeling fine. Allie, Jenna, Sally, Sue, Maddie, Sydney, Mary Lou, grab yourselves a cooler and join the party too. Why not join the party? Bring your guitar. You can be a campfire star, bringing out the bass, lay down the bottom end. Hurry up and get here quick as you can. So why don't you come on out? Why not join the party? Bring your guitar. You can be a campfire star, bringing out the bass, lay down the bottom end. Hurry up and get here quick as you can. Campfire girls, come on girls. Campfire girls, campfire girls, campfire girls, campfire girls, campfire girls, campfire girls. We're gonna give you another chance. Campfire girls, we're smoking hot, dancing around the fire, shaking what we got, radiating heat, adding to all the fun. Well, there wasn't any reason to fight. Campfire girls, it was a party tonight. Campfire girls, sing it. Campfire girls, campfire girls, campfire girls, campfire girls, campfire girls, campfire girls. Campfire girls, it was a party tonight. Well, this man here, you want to talk about friends? Whew. I am so grateful and blessed to share the stage, work with him, co-write with him. I mean, he had me under the gun this week. We're going to put on something we never tried, but we're here for it because we're songwriters with courage because of Verlin and Francine. We're determinators. We're going to get it.
Nice guitar, by the way.
As a matter of fact. So yeah, he was kind enough because some friends will, maybe they'll write a song about you. You know, like she was a blonde hair, kind of crazy person. Or maybe they write, you know, on another characteristic. Or maybe they say, I'm gonna write a song about you for you to sing. So this man is gonna make that happen with this song he wrote for me, about me. Didn't take long to realize not everybody's on my side. Some lie and criticize everything about my life. It is what it is. It's what it's gonna be. That's all right with me. I'm not willing to sacrifice my pride to keep you satisfied. Won't change my way of life. Let memories pass me by. It is what it is. It's what it's gonna be. And that's all right with me. I'll roll with the punches. Throw them back in bunches to get what I need. Those who know me can bet I earn everything I get, and I mean what I mean. Take it away there. Doesn't he make that guitar sing? Don't you feel? We're gonna bring it back with punches coming around. Tasty. I'm gonna roll with the punches. Throw them back in bunches to get what I need. Those who know me can bet I earn everything I get, and I mean what I mean. I won't let you break my heart, so you can feel like you're in command. Won't let you tear my life apart or forget who I am. It is what it is. It's what it's gonna be. I said, it's what it is. and that's all right with me. If you knew how my knees have been knocking all day, this man put me under the... We gonna write a song, you're gonna sing it in a day and a half. Yeah, while you're working full time and worried about strike and not feeling well and you got all this crap. Do it anyway.
You know, if you're going to be a songwriter, you got to stop aspiring to be a songwriter, and you got to write. And that's what we did. She said, I need a song. I got 2 days. I said, well, let's write one. What do you mean write one? You got to stop being an aspiring writer. You got to write. If you write something, you can fix it. And I think we did pretty good. We took an old song that I've had, and she
My
did her
knees
magic.
are knocking, just saying. Sorry to interrupt. I'm like this. If I fall over, you know it's my nerves.
If I ever wrote a song for somebody that's just at the right time and whatever it is, this is about it. And it needed a lot of help.
And I'm going to say, because what the gentleman said before me, enough.
Enough.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to continue to care about this world we share. As a teacher, an elder person, my job is clear. I gotta teach the children, teach the children,
How to care.
teach the children, teach the children, teach the children. Black or white, red or Asian, we got to get it right. We gotta teach the children. Technology eating up their minds. Reality lost in time. Hear me out, I know the story myself very well. All you teachers, all you parents, every word we say, it is the future. Our sons and daughters need our attention. Our sons and daughters need our affection. Black or white, red or Asian, we gotta get it right. We gotta teach the children. We're gonna have you join us because we're gonna ask you to teach the children too. So let's teach the children. Teach the children.
Teach the children.
Yeah, help him out.
Teach the
Sing.
children.
Oh, we got it going on. I
Teach
want to
the
hear you.
children.
Don't you want to teach your kids
Teach
a little
the
bit more about maybe
Teach the
teach them how to bake a potato,
Teach the children.
bake a pie,
Teach the children.
teach them
the
some
children.
kindness,
Teach
respect,
the children.
responsibility. But you got to spend time with them, face to face,
Teach the children.
hand to hand.
Teach the children.
Can't replace teachers with computers. Just say.
Teach the children how to get along. Teach the children how to ride the boat.
Teach the children.
Care.
Teach the children how to care, how to share,
How to share.
get along,
Get along.
how to get it wrong.
How get it
Oh,
wrong.
no, right that wrong.
Right that wrong.
We're gonna right that wrong. I wanna hear you.
The only way to fix
Teach
it.
the children.
Teach the kids.
Teach the children. Teach the children. Teach the children. Teach the children. Thank you for doing so.
Thank you. Thank you, Jan.
Wow. Let's give it up again for Lady J Mac. What a set of pipes. You had fun with those new songs?
Thank you. Yeah, I made it.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to take a 10-15 minute break. Remember, the concessions are open. There's beer and wine, coffee and tea. If you see a volunteer, tell them how much you appreciate what they do. If you see John Moran, say, John, you're doing a great job on the sound. Remember, we've got Gary Glass doing the video today. He is videotaping the show. It's going out live on YouTube as well. And if you want to look back at it later, it will be on the Dales Friday Coffee House page on Facebook as well. One time out there. Okay, I want you to make a lot of noise because we need to encourage everybody who's still enjoying the beer and wine to come in and bring their beer and wine with them so we can start the second half of the show.
But most of the time I'm just pissing them off.
I don't know who's singing.
I don't know either.
I think I heard a rude word. Okay. It's my great pleasure to welcome back to the stage the 12 Tones from Windsor. They're a young rock band featuring Megan McGill, Lydia Dielstra, Clay Dimoff, and Christopher Mason. So we're really pleased to have them on stage with us. How long have you been together now?
2 years? 2 years.
2 years. That's
Not
great.
too long.
No. And you're still having fun.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So let's give it up for the 12 Tones.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Megan. Ooh. And I'm feedbacking. Okay. So far, music good? Yeah? All right, we're gonna play you 2 covers and an original. We didn't bring in our electric guitars, we didn't bring all the drums, so it's not gonna be rock like we usually do, but we love this just as much. So this first one, I'm sure you know it, and if you wanna sing along, absolutely do. It's called Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Sweat. I gotta be cool, relax, get here, get on my track, take a back seat, hitchhike, take a long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready. Crazy little thing called love, crazy little thing called love, crazy little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love. Thank you. All right, so the next one is an original that I wrote over the summer. And I don't know why, but every time it rains, it's like, as a songwriter, you're like, oh, I gotta write something. It's like the rain does something and it makes no sense. But I'm like, yes, I got it. And I was sitting in the backyard, and the waves of the pool were like rippling. And so this one's called Rippling Infinity. How I made all these lyrics up after that, I was pondering life. I don't know, you know. Thank you. It's this time of the year. Your lips are dry. It's like you're shivering on the way in. You're like, what do I wear today? A sweater or 2 sweaters? All right, so the next one, I think you'll know too, because I didn't write it. So it's called House of the Rising Sun, which I love this song. I hope you guys love this song. There is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many poor boys. And God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. And my father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. The only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drum. Tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your life in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. One foot on the platform and the other foot on the train, and I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. A house in New
We are the 12 Tones. I'm Megan. This is Chris, Clay, and Lydia. Thank you for having us, and you're gonna love the Wilkinsons.
Wow, that was a great version, wasn't it? Great job, Megan. I love the vocals on that. Really good. All right, it's my great pleasure to welcome to the stage the Wilkinson clan. Bill Wilkinson has been making music for over 60 years. He's, as you can see, a mentor for not just his family, but for people well outside it. But tonight he's joined by son Jeff and Jeff's son Keith, which I think is really cool. Isn't this really cool? Let's give them a big Dale's Friday Coffee House welcome.
You who are on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the ones they picked, the ones you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why. If they told you, you would cry. Just look at them and sigh, and know they love you.
And you hear how tender you care, and know the fear.
Can't you see
that your elders
must be free to teach your children,
help them with you
to believe that
the truth before they can die.
Teach your parents well, their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the ones they picked, the ones you know by. Don't you ever ask them why. If they told you, you would cry. Just look at them and sigh, and know they love you. There's a bottle of water back there in that little bag. Woo! There's a bottle of water in the bag right back by my guitar case. Yeah.
This thing's so heavy.
This next song was written by a fellow by the name of Art Smith. And for those of you who are pickers, you know him as Art Guitar Boogie Smith. Wrote the song about 1952. And it's kind of a cautionary tale. All right, are we ready? Well, you come home from work one night and find no wife to meet you. You let yourself in at the door and you find a note to greet you. Supper's on the stove, it says, the meat is burned a little. Coffee's in the pantry and there's coffee in the kettle. Thought you were in paradise, walking in the clover. Stop and think about it, son. The honeymoon is over. The honeymoon is over. You've been married about a month, you say, to the neatest little bride.
One day as you walk towards the bath, you stop and look inside. There's nylons hanging thick as moss, things scattered everywhere. Some you seen and some you ain't. Say, what's that on that chair? Empty jars and bobby pins and shoes to stumble over. Stop and think about it, son. The honeymoon is over. The honeymoon is over. Pick her one time. One night you go to sleep before the missus comes to bed. Long about 2 o'clock, you slowly raise your head. You jump and yell at what you see, curlers and a hairnet. I'm getting a feedback here that's pulling me off my chair. Do it over again. Oh, yes. Well, right, where was I? One night you go to sleep before the missus comes to bed. Somewhere along about 2 o'clock, you slowly raise your head. You jump and yell at what you see, curlers and a hairnet. Her face is covered with mud and clay. Was this the girl you married? Tender thoughts come back to you of when you were a rover. Stop and think about it, son. The honeymoon is over. The honeymoon is over. She used to go to the beauty shop and really get dolled up. One day as you walk in the house, you smell some awful stuff. She bought a new home permanent, saved $7 that way. Of course she bought her 2 new hats, the hair's okay you say. The money's gone, but for 7 days you still have got that odor. Stop and think about it, son. The honeymoon is over. The honeymoon is over. Thank you. This is one of the 2 state songs of the state of Tennessee. 2, 3, 4. Wish that I was on old Rocky Top down in the Tennessee hills. Ain't no smoggy smoke on Rocky Top, ain't no telephone bill. Once I had a girl on Rocky Top, half bear, other half cat. Wild as a mink and sweet as soda pop, I still dream about that. Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. ink in a pen. All I know is it's a pity life can't be simple again. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Thank you very much. My son Jeff, my grandson Keith.
Wasn't that wonderful? I want to see if we can get one more. Can we do one more? Should we get them to do one more?
Thank you very much. For this song, I used to preface it by the fact that it's going out of style, but then another little plant came along and made it a whole new ball game. But this is a song that was written by Tex Williams back in about 1948. This one, it's called "Smoke, Smoke, Smoke That Cigarette." Now I'm a guy with a heart of gold and the ways of a gentleman I've been told, and the kind of guy who wouldn't harm a flea. But if me and a certain gentleman met, that guy who invented the cigarette, I'd murder that son of a gun in the first degree. Now it's not 'cause I don't smoke myself, I don't figure they'll ruin your health. I've smoked them all my life and ain't dead yet. But a nicotine slave is all the same, and at a petting party or a poker game, they've gotta have another cigarette. Smoke, smoke, smoke that cigarette. Puff, puff, puff it if you smoke yourself to death. Tell St. Peter at the Golden Gate that you hate to make him wait, but you gotta have another cigarette. Now to give him a chance the other night, old Dame Fortune was doing me right, and the kings and queens kept coming round and round. Well, I played him hard and I bet him high, but my bluff didn't work on a certain guy. He kept on raising and laying that money down. Well, he'd raise me and I'd raise him. I sweated blood, gonna sink or swim, and finally he called and didn't raise the bet. I said, "Ace is full, pal, how about you?" He said, "I'll tell you in a minute or two, but right now I've gotta have another cigarette." Smoke, smoke, smoke that cigarette. Puff, puff, puff it if you smoke yourself to death. Tell St. Peter at the Golden Gate that you hate to make him wait, but you gotta have another cigarette. Now the other night I had a date with the cutest little girl in the 48 states, a hybrid, fancy, uptown little dame. Well, she said she loved me, and it seemed to me things were going like they ought to be, so hand in hand we strolled down Lover's Lane. Well, she was oh so far from a cake of ice. Our smooching party was going along nice. So help me, Hannah, I think I'd be there yet. But I give her a kiss and I give her a squeeze, and she said, "Honey, excuse me, please. I gotta have another cigarette." Smoke, smoke, smoke that cigarette. Puff, puff, puff it if you smoke yourself to death. Tell St. Peter at the Golden Gate that you hate to make him wait, but you gotta have another cigarette. Thank you very much.
Wow, wasn't that amazing? Bill Wilkinson joined by son Jeff and Jeff's son Keith. That was awesome. When is this event in Amherstburg again?
February the 16th.
February the
Sunday
16th
afternoon
at the Presbyterian Church?
At the St. Andrew's Presbyterian.
St. Andrew's Presbyterian.
Amherstburg on
Wow.
Simcoe.
Wasn't that fun? Give it up once more for the Wilkinson clan. Okay, it's now my great pleasure to welcome to the stage someone I love to see at Dale's Friday Coffee House. That is Mike Beretta. Mike has been making music for over 50 years. And it's another one of those great stories. He's been making music for over 50 years, but he took 30 years off for family, which a lot of people have done. But, you know, he loves playing his music. Now, Mike, like a lot of us at different stages in our life, have had to deal with some challenges. And unfortunately, Mike developed balance issues with an inner ear disorder a few years ago. It has made it more challenging for him, except the fact that Mike got inspired by Sarah Smith. Who's seen Sarah Smith play? She was on stage here, I think, was it October, November time? And fabulous artist. She also played for the town of Leamington and the Bank Theatre down at the amphitheatre last summer, which I remember was a lot of fun because I danced. It was great fun. But Mike really got inspired by Sarah, and she is a very motivational individual in her own right. The thing about this guy is he is also like that. He's a great songwriter, and I'm so pleased that he's going to join us on the stage to close the show today, joined by the wonderful Cy Robson on bass. Now, Cy is another one of those stalwarts of the Windsor, Essex music scene. If he's not helping out at Coffee House, he's playing music or playing with somebody else. So it's great to have them both on stage, and it really, to me, embodies what Dale's Friday Coffee House is all about. So let's give it up for Mike Beretta with Cy Robson.
How's everybody doing out there tonight? You had some awesome players out there, I'll tell you. It's a good thing I got Cy up here. I'm going to need a whole lot for this show. A whole lot. You might have to take the whole thing yourself, right?
Oh, good. Can't wait. We got a lot of people here who can help us out, which is a good part.
What the hell we're on, but we're off, right? Anyway, I wrote this song probably about 8 years ago. Like Jan said, I've taken a lot of time off, but getting sick kind of put me back into music. So it's either do this or do nothing. So I'm doing a whole lot of nothing, but I am progressing a little bit. I wrote this song, probably about the third song I wrote. It was for my son. He's been gone like 23, 24 years. And it took me a long time to come to terms with it. I accepted it right away, but to make music about it is, to me, it was like to rejoice. And I certainly didn't rejoice in it. But it does bring a sense of satisfaction to play it. Cy has just recently taken it and did a cover song with it, and I don't know how you can get honored any more than to have one of your compadres to do one of your songs.
Well, actually, I wasn't the only one to be on it. Denny's on it.
Yes.
Jackie's on it.
Yes.
We got a couple others that were hidden on it as well, too.
This is the dementia moment, you know. I just, it's not selective anymore. You know, it's selective when I'm at home, right? But when I get out, if Cy says A, I cannot think of B. It's just that bad. It's about as close to dementia as you can get. But to focus on anything, I can't. So there's so many people that were on that. I didn't want to leave them out. But Cy's right here, and he just.
Can you teach that skill to my wife? If I say something, it's right there.
Everything comes at a price.
No? Okay.
Everything comes at a price.
Understood.
Cy wanted to do this, and we were going to practice it. And practice is supposed to make you perfect. All it does to me is just get me older. So it doesn't get better. It just goes on. So anyway, without further ado, this is Empty Pockets.
Came in about 2 in the morning. Look on your face told me something was wrong. Hopped in the car, started to cry. Managed to speak, all you could say was why. Couldn't respond, I had no answer. Given it all I had to offer. was empty pockets. Yeah. Empty pockets. Got to the front door, I froze for a moment. Suddenly felt this was for real. I couldn't turn back, I had to move forward. I wasn't alone, you said we do this together. Like before. Couldn't respond, I had no answer. You'd given it all you had to offer. All you had was empty pockets. Yeah. Empty pockets. Into the room, I couldn't believe it. What I saw quickly consumed me. For one short moment, we reminisce. Said our goodbyes, walked away. Hurting. Couldn't respond, I had no answer. We given it all we had to offer. All we had was empty pockets. Yeah. Empty pockets. Alone again, empty pockets. Yeah. Empty pockets.
Thank you so much. You're awesome, buddy. I don't know how I managed to go so many years without a guy like that on my right hand. I have to talk to your wife about that.
Well, I can probably
too.
list the reasons, but
John, I got a switch. Station identification. Sorry about the delay. I'm not as talented as my counterpart over here. I have to have all kinds of different instruments. Well, now you're going to tune up, eh?
figured had to sooner or later, eh?
That's okay. I got twice as many strings, so I only got to have half of them to work. Really? Holy shit. See, now you don't do this very often, eh?
The standards have really gone way up here tonight.
It's a good thing I don't pay you till the end. Well said. Well, I normally do a lot of original music. That's what I started back into it with, but I've had a brain fog for a while. So I'm going to do some cover stuff, so I hope you like it. Mr. Cy Robson. And I didn't even fall once, eh? I'm pushing the envelope, Jan. That's why I'm not sitting. Anyway.
This next song's really, really cool because I get to sing my name in this song.
That's I forget it. Oh, yes. Okay.
So this song's really, really cool. Especially pay part to the part with my name.
You're Wednesday, though. Okay. Okay. We'll see what we can do.
Just beginning to see. Now I'm on my way.
Thank you so much. You've been an awesome crowd. Thank you, Mr. Cy Robson. And thank you so much, Jan, for having me out. Yes.
Wasn't that great? You know, the thing that's neat is actually I love his own songs, but he throws in some great covers as well. Isn't it just wonderful? Do we have one more song, Mike?
Yes, I think we do.
Can we get all of the performers up from today to come and join Mike on stage? I want to thank John Moran on the sound, Gary Glass for videotaping. Remember, the video for this show will be online. It will go on the Dale's Friday Coffee House YouTube channel. It will be available on Facebook through the Dale's Friday Coffee House page. So any of the performers want to take a look at how they did, they can check it out again. I want to thank the volunteers from the Bank Theatre. They do a wonderful job. Michelle Fortier, wherever she is, wonderful job as well. I wanted to thank everybody for coming. We've had a great show. I'm going to hand it back to Mike Beretta, and we'll enjoy the rest of the evening.
Yeah. I'm going to see what I can do. Jan picked me one.
Oh, good Lord.
I think you picked. Shh, don't ruin a good thing. Hydro Level Way. Beatles? He knows that, you know. He's almost old enough. Any resistance? We're all set?
Set when you're ready.
Here I stand with head in hand, turn my face to the wall. If she's gone, I can't go on, feeling 2 foot small. Everywhere people stare, each and every day, I can see them laugh at me, and I hear them say, 1, 2, 3, hey, you got to hide your love away. Hey, you got to hide your love away. How can I even try? I can never win. Hearing them, seeing them in the state I'm in. How can she say to me, love will find a way? Gather round, all you clowns, let me hear you say, 1, 2, 3, hey, you got to hide your love away. 1, 2, 3, hey, you got to hide your love away.
I was looking for a man alone. Thank you so much.
That was fun.
The 96th Dale's Friday Coffee House is a wrap. We'll be back here again February the 28th for the 97th. Remember, the 100th show takes place in May. Everybody had a fun time? Safe journey home, everybody. We'll see you next time.